section. We're just going to take it out. Won't hurt a thing. Caution, I'm a hack. I learned everything I know from a guy leaned against a shade tree, having a drink and smoking a cigarette. Hey, welcome back. Last video, we got the cam in, so we went ahead and installed the cam. We got the valve springs in, new trunnion upgrade. Valve train's ready to rock in this old girl. I've got 12 days as of today to finish this car before I have to leave. And with that being said, you're like, hey, what happened to those other 2 days? For the past 2 days, all I've done is clean and prep parts. I didn't record any of that because it's boring. It's boring to do. It's surely boring to watch. So I'll show you what we got here in just a few minutes. And then we're going to sling parts on this car like crazy until we run out. With that being said, we still don't have the clutch. It's Monday morning. It's about 8:30, I think, Eastern Standard Time. The company that sold me the clutch is in California, so they're a few hours behind. I'm going to contact him today and be like, hey, what's up? I never got a tracking number. He sent me a confirmation that he got my money. He took my money, but the tracking number he gave me doesn't work. So I'm pretty sure that's just an error. No big deal. But I need to know where that clutch is. And if it's not going to be here in the next couple of days, I know for sure I can overnight one of the 6-puck clutches from Collins adapters. I just don't want a 6-puck clutch to drive all the time. But guess what? We're running out of time. We ain't got time full with it. So I'll call him later, find out, and I'll let y'all know when I get that straightened out. So I've got the car back where it needs to be to put the motor back in it. But there's so much stuff. I know y'all are looking at these boxes behind me too. We have so much new stuff for this car. There's so much new stuff. So let's take a look at it and see what I got, and we'll go from there. I'm so excited. First, we're just going to go over what I've got laid out on the table and what it is. I've taken and repainted the coil pack brackets. We had 6 good coil packs. I mean, I guess they're good, that were on the motor, but I had 2 that were broken, so I've got 2 new coil packs. And these are the bolts that hold the coil packs on, so we can pre-assemble all this, get the wiring back on them. There's those motor mounts I've talked about and never installed. We've got to get those in. Underneath this, I also painted the motor mounts that go on the block. That's my relocation kit for the motor mounts. It's from Dirty Dingo. I've had it for like 3 or 4 years. I've been wanting to do an LS swap in something. I can't even remember if I had a car at that point to put it in, but nonetheless, here's the polyurethane mounts that go in that. Just they don't look like much of nothing, but a black polyurethane mount. This is the LS1 throttle cable for a 98 to 2002 Z28 without ABS. Without ABS. We got a new dipstick tube, came with the oil pan. There's our clutch line. I think I have to modify this. This is the actual gas pedal from the 3rd gen. We got a secondary cooling fan relay. So I've got 2 cooling fans. We're going to run them separate like they should be. I got a whole bunch of ground straps. There's the air motive fuel pressure regulator. I've got some Evil Energy hose here for the AN fittings. So that's AN line and some a wrench, and these are for the vise. And just some random plastics for the front end. This is all the stuff we took off when we painted it. And that's an empty box. And this here is just some wire loom. I'm going to replace some of the wire loom. Some of it was just junk. And then let's see. Oh, these are fun. These will be a quick install too. The side markers up front I'm replacing with LED, smoked LED lights. The ones that are in it look bad, and they're just not. I mean, it's just an upgrade. It's simple. Knock sensor wiring. You know, we won't put the MSD wires on yet. The K&N air filters definitely aren't on, ready to go yet. But let's see what's in the boxes here. I've not opened any, but I'm going to tell you what's in them. This large box right here, subframe connectors. They are from BMR. This car is definitely going to need subframe connectors with as much power as we're going to put down. Oh, there's what fell. That's the plug wire thing, heat shielding. Then this is a BMR Panhard bar relocation kit. What that does, it allows you a little more room for exhaust. These are speed engineering headers. I bought those months ago. I'm like 6 or 8 months ago. I didn't even know when I'd use them, just know I would. But I just ordered their full stainless steel exhaust kit too. So we got full exhaust for this thing, and we're running a Phytech fuel injection system. We probably won't get that far in this video to even open it up, but I'm going to try to open it up, look at it, understand it a little bit, and then install it. Well, be ready to install it. So anyways, I want to see how much of this we can get put in and ready to rock and pre-assembled and whatever before the clutch gets here. That way, when the clutch gets here, it's so much quicker. So yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and get to work, and we'll tackle some stuff. Alright, so we're going to start with just getting the coil packs back on the mounts and all wired up and ready to go. We'll get that out of the way. That'll be our first step. And I went through and painted all this stuff just because I wanted it to look good, so. The next thing we're going to tackle are the engine mount relocation brackets. And we'll see if we can, oh, I just spoke wrong earlier. They're LSX Innovations. I don't know. I thought they were Dirty Dingo. Maybe not. It's been 3 years at least since I bought these, so who knows. But whatever they are, we're going to try to get them installed. P for passenger, so we'll do the driver's side first. Come with hardware. And it's just a recessed bolt. Bolt straight to the block. This part's pretty straightforward. Now, here's the part that's a little weird. So, you can mount the bracket, the actual engine mount, in like, I don't know, 1, 2, maybe 3 spots, 3 or 4 spots. But I need it to set exactly where it was before. So from the back of the block to the center on the 3.305 was boom right there. There's even, it's basically where the casting mark is. So I'm going to line this up with that and we'll bolt it down. Next thing we're going to do is install the harmonic balancer. I'm running a aftermarket pulley system on this, so we're not going to put the bolt in it. We're just going to get it in there and set, and then when we do the pulley system or whatever, we'll put their bolt in it because it uses a special bolt. So let's get this thing ready and see if we can get it in. I'm going to put the tiniest bit of grease on this, on the inside and the outside. The outside so it'll spin freely on that new gasket we have in there until it's happy. And on the inside it just helps it slide on a little better. Or get it started at least sliding on a little better. It ain't going nowhere once it's on, so. Alright. Slide her on a little bit. It'll only go so far and it's not keyed, so you don't have to worry about getting it exactly at the right spot. I forgot to put the flywheel on it and lock that down with a pair of pliers before I started this, so I went ahead and did that right quick. Alright, next we're going to put in the steam port. I put some new O-rings in it. We'll get this thing bolted down, we'll be good to go. Next we'll put the knock sensor wiring back in. Alright, that's good to go. Next thing we're going to do is install the dipstick tube. I have a feeling I may end up taking this back out when I put the headers on. I'm not really sure. It slides in the block. It's got an O-ring on it. Gently. And then just like that. That's in. Tighten that down. If we have to remove that when we put the headers on, so be it. Next thing we're going to install is the X bracing. Goes in front of the radiator. Yeah, get this in, out of the way. I forgot that upper one was broke. I'll have to get a clip for that. I don't have one here, but I'll have to get one. And the next thing are these little wind deflector things. Helps direct the air into the radiator. All the other hardware, I'm upgrading it to a more modern style push fastener. Had Christmas trees before, nothing wrong with those, but I just like the way these work. I've got a whole box of them, so they find some I like. Got some hardware. Let's try this. Alright, that one's on. That'll help us direct the air in. So what we can find to do next. I'll have to locate a clip for that. I don't know. I don't have one, so I'll have to probably order one or something. So I test fit the battery just a minute ago for the first time. and realized it hit something. It's not important, so we're just going to trim her back. It'll be fine. Let me show you what it is. When it sets in here, it hits this part of the radiator support, so it's just this upper section. We're just going to take it out. Won't hurt a thing. Alright, let's see if she fits. Or do I need to take more? Let's see here. Line up the holes. I can't see it all. Yeah, we're going to have to take a little more off of it, which is fine. We'll just take our own back. Hopefully that clears the radiator. Think about that. I went in and threw the radiator in. I just wanted to check it for clearance, just in case. But there's more than enough. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to cut off, what's left. I just don't like how close that little edge is. Right there. See it? I'm just going to trim that back, and then I'll put a little bit of paint on that edge where we've cut it off, and we'll move right along. So I sanded that edge down so it wouldn't be so sharp. Let me show you the beauty of single stage paint. It doesn't take much to make it work. We're just trying to seal it up so that edge won't rust. If you had a brush, you'd use that, but I'm going to show you how to do it with a paper towel. Just get a little on the paper towel. Usually what's on the lid will work, and you can literally wipe it on. It's right on that edge. It covers. That's it. Like nothing ever happened. Alright, so after quite a bit of effort, we're now clearing very well. I got the hold down in and all bolted in. She is tight in there. I feel good about that. I don't feel like we'll lose it. I think the next thing I'm going to do is jack this car up and see if we can't get the motor mounts in it. And yeah, we'll go from there. Side note, also got that clip in there, and that's all taken care of too. So let me get this thing in the air. Found a couple more things I just want to toss in real quick. The hood bumpers, I've got those cleaned up. I'm just going to put them in so they're out of the way. Like that. I'm also going to put in these side markers. There again, mostly just to get them out of the way so they're done. You just unhook the bulb, you pull the bulb out. I just got a couple of clips that go through. It just locks with these pins. Nothing to it. And throw the old ones away if you want to. That's what I'm doing with mine. Best part. Of course it's not on, but I like how on a black card they just kind of disappear. Alright, I went in and put the other side in, got the other hood stop on it. Those are out of the way, we'll just keep on moving. Well, I talked about it enough. Let's actually mount these motor mounts. So, it's pretty simple. These are the Holley mounts, and they just simply fit inside the clamshell. The back fits on, and they're going to be real tight. You're not going to be able to push that all the way together. But as you put the bolts through and tighten it down, tightens up, it's just fine. You got to come in from the bottom side with a wrench and hold it up there, get it started. They should go pretty well. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if I struggle for the next hour or not. If you'll take a little bit of grease and put it on your washer, you can put your washer up there, it'll kind of stay. Well, it only took me 3 videos, but I got those in. Also, that took like 3 hours. It's just a nightmare. I knew it was, even before I started. I was kind of making a joke of it when I said it would go easy or whatever, but they're in. I got to noticing that the bars are different. I don't know if it makes a hill of beans one way or the other, but let's hope not, because otherwise I got to take one or both of them back out. Who knows? Well, good morning. Well, so let me catch you up on what's already happened for today. Today's Tuesday, so I try to get a video out on Tuesday. This morning I got a email from the guy that sold me the clutch, the company. It's in the mail. It'll be here Thursday. My mail doesn't run till late in the evening on Thursday. Sometimes it's not till after 7. So Friday, we'll be putting the motor back in. With that being said, yesterday, remember I said those motor mounts looked odd? They were different. Well, because I'm inquisitive and I'm smart enough to go ahead and check stuff before I try to cram an engine in this thing, I pulled a mount off the engine. Let me show you what's up. So here's the mount. This is the driver's side mount. When you put that in there, it's almost completely vertical. That's no good. Let me slide it in on the other side. That side is more correct. That looks like it might actually hold an engine. So I'm going to have to change that motor mount around, unbolt it, and switch it around. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up right here. We got so much to do in the next video. It's not even funny. And I've got to get to work. And I'm going to edit this video this morning and get it out to you all. And then the next video may be long, and it may come on Saturday. Just warning you. But the next video, I'm going to do everything I can to have the motor and trans in this car. If I could have it in by Saturday, I mean Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, we're driving it. So I have 2 things that are still going to hold me up. One is a transmission mount. I ordered one. It was supposed to be here. It said it was delivered. I never got it. They're supposedly sending me another one. My faith in them is low, so I ordered another one. Hopefully it'll be here. One of them will be here this week, I hope. We got to have that. We got to have that so we can set the transmission down on it, so we can measure for a drive shaft. There's a drive shaft shop around local. We got to have one that's longer than what we've got, so we can't cut this one down. And I don't have a drive shaft stretcher, so you know, it is what it is. So we got to get that done. They have a pretty quick turnaround time, usually within a day or 2, so we should be okay. But man, we're going to cut this one close. We're going to cut it close. But hopefully, next video, motor and trans is in. The video after that, we'll hear this baby run. That's the hope. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm going to change this mount out. I'm not going to show that because y'all have already seen me struggle. Last time it took me 3 hours to do both of them. So we'll see if I can do this one in less than an hour and a half. Baby. But yeah, I'm going to edit this video and get it out to you guys. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. The channel's growing great. I'd really like to hit that 1,000 mark before I get back from the power tour. So, yeah, if you're watching, I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, till the next video.